Hello, bonus content, probably tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Manall's Final Fantasy 1 with me, BlueAnkylo. We're going to try to do some of the stuff that we couldn't do. In that there's a couple specific enemy groups that were designed, I think, for you to come back later in the game. We're pretty much ready to go kill Chaos, but when you kill Chaos, the credits play and it's the end of the game. So, before we kill Chaos, we might fight some things that are stronger than Chaos, maybe. I did a bit of grinding. My target was 1 extra attack on Shin. So we went to level 36 to get, I think, 5 attacks. I didn't really have any specific reason, I just needed a goal, so that was the goal. Everyone else gets whatever they get. And that means lots of magic. You know, magic defense is starting to look pretty good, you know, on some people at least. You know, if you'd promoted Shin from Archer to Ranger earlier, you would have slightly higher M defense at level 36. I think it's 1 point of magic defense per level at Archer and then 3 per level at Ranger. And hit rate is 1 per level at Archer and 2 per level at Ranger. I think that's the idea. So, if you turned off shared XP with one of the patches, you could just leave your Archer at level 1 until you get to the promotion and then level them up, catch them up. They'd be slightly more efficient, or slightly more optimal, I guess, but... Anyway, let's do some Ordeal. Remember the bad part of Ordeal? Let's go back to the bad part. If I can remember the way. Gargoyles. Nobody likes Gargoyles, but at this point we should be strong enough to kill hopefully everything in here other than the special area. I mean, we've got literally like 10 charges of level 8 spells. Come on. Honestly, the random encounters in here weren't too bad the way I remember it. The nightmares were pretty bad, and, well, everything here is bad. So I'm still going to put a quick save in, because I don't even know if we're actually in a good position. But we're going to try to get some treasure. Keely and Healy. Now, I still haven't really looked up anything that is effective against them or anything. That's not something I've done. I know they are probably going to kill us with Quasar. So, you know, we can look forward to that. I think we still want to try to burn down the Healy first because, well, it will heal the Keely. Healy will kill Keely. So we'll just go with general strats. We'll see what works here. I'll throw down fast on everybody. We've still never killed 1 Keely ever. So let's see how we're doing. 400 damage. Yeah, there. Pretty good. As long as we don't instantly die to Quasar, right? 8 hits, 272. Time elemental protection. Except for Squatchameel, who just got lucky. So this is looking fair. I mean, we're much stronger than we were last time. We've got like 15 levels or something. And like end game weapons. So not too bad, right? Easy. That's not where I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be behind in a dragon. But all right. Boy, are we running out of space in my inventory. Okay, let's look up what this is. I think this is going to be our ultimate arrow. Sneakily, just snuck right in there. I honestly had no idea that was where that was. I thought it was just going to be 10,000 gold, but... Alright, Aurora Arrow. It's not going to have as many attacks as the Hydra Arrow, but it's a lot more damage. It's got a spell. It silences... It does status element instead of poison. Slightly less crit. Is it better? Is it worse? I don't know. What does Aurora even do? Let's find out. Aurora. It's damaging status. It's like a kind of like a fire 2 but status. Sort of. Alright, well, that's what it is. A statusing damaging spell. Sure. Probably not the best, So let's see here. 32 with 5 hits versus the ultimate arrow. 46 with 4 hits. So we lose 1 hit effectively for 14 bonus damage, and we lose some crit. I'm not sure that's it's probably an upgrade, but not by too much. Like, it's better, but only slightly better. No shared ultimate inventory. Oh, do I prefer? I think the equipment, shared equipment is better. Yeah, shared equipment's better. I don't think too many people would prefer the 4 slot. If you're gonna go... So, like, Fire Emblem classically has individual inventories as well. I don't hate it, it's generally a level of micromanagement I don't like to handle. I prefer not to have to do the micromanagement. So now that we've learned that these guys are pretty easy to kill, we just burn them down. At least we try to before the Quasar comes out and possibly kills everybody. Nuke! 94 damage. Boo. Sneaky Haven. Of course it didn't work. Still just waiting for the Quasar to just one-shot everybody. There we go. Okay, the good news is we can kill these guys pretty reliably. The bad news is 60,000 gold, that's all you get. And these are out of the town. Actually, they're not. Never mind. Oh, so that means... Okay, it's fine. I'm trying to think of how we get out of here. But there's a way. Let's test our damage against zombies. Looks like Squatchamill's in the lead. I thought my archer would do more damage than the knight, actually. This is actually not letting me out. I thought some of these would actually just escape you from here entirely. Do I have to do this whole dungeon to get out? Okay. ROM designer, Romhack person, if you're watching this far, just let one of the portals in the first room warp you out. Because if you come back here, you don't have enough warp charges to undo the whole thing. In fact, if you did, there's like a weird bug, like you can't have that many stored in memory or something. Well, there's a limit anyway, whatever it is. Having to redo the whole dungeon... I mean, sure, there is an exit spell, it exists, but not everyone's got it, you know? I really thought the teleporters in there teleported us out. It's something the Chaos Edition thingamajigger did that was pretty smart. Some of the teleporters just teleport you out. Okay, no problem. Just extra run around. Just lazy BlueAnkylo, you know? I just want to go fast. Okay, so next up, more Keelys. So we'll go to the other Keely fight next, which is on the ship. We'll see what the ship gives us. The Phantom ship. And after that, I guess we'll try the Super Dragon and see what he gives us. And if there's any others, this is about the time when someone could let me know if I missed any. Like, I did miss the first time through, I missed the sneaky teleport in Astos' castle behind Astos on the throne. But I did do that already. There might be some other secrets, but I can't remember anymore off the top of my head. Alright, not too bad. And these are definitely areas that are like almost mandatory to be super high level. These phantoms, I mean, it's really like the weapons. You need the endgame weapons to cut through the defense. Now, I thought there was something on these chairs, but every time I tried it, I couldn't pick anything up. Also, you literally need, like, ribbons, and it's the force shield part of the ribbon. So, I guess you get one in Sky, and then the other one in the final dungeon. Wow, that's not good. I didn't expect Thor to take 355 damage from the Phantom. These things are really jerks, you know? Have I mentioned that these things are big fat jerks? So you can't look up, yeah. I thought there was something on these chairs. There is. It's this chair. The other one has nothing, and the other one's a troll. This is a $20,000 chair. Yay. Like, it doesn't even matter, but I don't even think I can beat the Keeley without my party alive, so. Stupid phantoms. Like, if that happened to us on a Chaos Dive, that's just game over as well. You can't lose your life caster. I mean, not even close to that early. Sure, I mean, we've got... We can take a couple of these. I don't know, probably. I think 256 kilobytes is the normal one. But I don't know. Let's just try not to get death touched. It's important. Oof. Just trying to get touched in general. Alright, good. 8,000 XP, that's as good as my Gaunt battle. But Iron Golems are pretty tough. Well, it would be illegal to file share ROMs, so I can't help you on that. BlueAnkylo is a 100% no illegality tuber. He gets all his ROMs the old-fashioned way. He plugs in his NES cartridge into a hardware slot and uploads the ROM. Whatever you do, do not search Vim's lair on the internet, though. 100% tell you, don't ever search that word. I wonder if you can just... They're supposed to be undead, right? Supposedly undead, weak to time element, huh? That's what they tell you. And then Nuke does 90 damage. Since when does Nuke do 90 damage? One more try. Oh, we're back in our time loop. The playlist that doesn't really shuffle through the music. No, if you buy a cartridge, you're allowed to make a backup of it. It's your cartridge, you bought it. You can do whichever you want. It's the sharing of a copy that's technically copyright infringement. You're allowed... The law generally, in most countries, has to allow you to make backups of your digital media. Otherwise, well, it wears out and it's not yours anymore. Or, you know, it's just dumb. Alright, here we go. In temper up, that's probably good. Super speed. They worked hard to make the scrambling on VHS though. That was like expensive technology to install onto everyone's VHS player. It was dumb, but yeah. That was like old school DRM. And then people sold cassette players that like undid it or ignored it, and those were illegal, sort of. But yeah, tale as old as time. That was a pretty big hit there. I mean, what's the chance of just being like, get out of here, I kill you? The chance is probably very low. But I'm pretty sure these guys have max magic defense, 256. So while you can hit them with elements, it's still very difficult. So you just gotta buff up and kill them with damage. Ooh, worth it. So that's replacement Aegis shield. Nice. So that was a good one. So we got, I mean, the Aegis shield is classic, but somehow we got poisoned through it, some, you know, magic. Just go in the chair and you leave. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, those were the two easy ones, comparatively. Now for the hard one. I'm glad we have more status protection, though. Feels like we actually have 3 ribbons now. Maybe even kind of feels like we have 4 ribbons in a way. Oh, future tubers, in case you didn't know, I think I equipped it when you weren't looking. Maybe. It turns out green mages can equip warp shields. So it's time protection, death protection, poison status protection, fire, ice, lightning, earth protection. It's a ribbon, but it takes 4 pieces of equipment to get to a ribbon. And then a ribbon, and this is almost a ribbon, but it's a status, so poison, status, death, time, fire, ice, lightning. I believe we don't have earth protection, although maybe the dragon armor gives it to you, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe. Let me just double check. Normally it wouldn't, but maybe the developers were thinking about this in advance. Maybe they planned it all out. No. Dragon armor is just fire, ice, lightning. I'm not sure if there's any other armor that gives you earth protection. But then again, there's not a lot of magic that does earth damage. I'm just skimming through real quick, forgive me. Just the force helmet is the only thing that protects against earth. So if there's only 3 of them, nothing you can do. That's fine. It'll still stop you from getting turned to stone is technically poison. So that's the force shield. Or the Aegis shield. Okay, so you thought Keelys were difficult, eh? Well. Archon Dragon, go! I think we want to kill these fast. Like, the goal here is to kill them, and then to buff up quickly enough that the Archon Dragon doesn't wipe us out. They're also, like, resistant to everything. Except getting killed. They're not resistant to dying. To death. Killed by dying. I was hoping we could hit the Archon Dragon with Dispel right at the beginning. Because, you know, this might take a few tries. Unless we just get a lucky, you know, something fun like that. I mean, Haven works on the Ires, or at least it can. Finish him off. 1,000 damage is pretty good. Yeah, in a battle of attrition we lose, so I don't know. Going for the kill seems really low odds, but mean, there's no way we can out-heal what he does. And our damage is not going to be amazing. I think we just reset. We need to not have our damage dealer with the temper die immediately. Almost felt like we got ambushed. What was that, right? I mean, maybe we start with like a nuke? Nuke sucks. It doesn't even do 100 damage anymore. It got demoted to 80 base power. It used to be 100, right? So, lame. Start with just a fast. That's what they do. Clearly, that's what you should do. Start killing. Now, I did get some Haven. 1, 2. That's not bad. That's 2 less lightnings to worry about. Stupid Dispel. So dumb. So... they can't dispel, evade, or regen. Okay, let me... hold on. Because we've been dispelled, let me see what elements the Archon Dragon can do. Because I might want to put the protections on against him. If it's just everything, then whatever. Cure 3, Dispel, Sleep, Ice, Blaze... Ice and Blaze. Okay, so yeah, it's probably worth rebuffing those. Oh, I should be tempering up with Shin. Well, still kill these quickly, whatever, it's fine. Okay, evade up is kind of necessary. We'll get ice back and fire back, and that's just gonna have to deal with it. I did it in the wrong order. Oh, I could have... I mean, that's convenient. You can have 2 people do it. And yeah, I should be doing a bunch of strength tempering here. That sucks. There's no spell that protects against status. Unless you could get somehow a ruse on him. More evade. Green shirt, yeah, it casts remedy, but you know. Ooh, he's doing his anti-evade. That's good if he wastes time doing warp on us. That's great. But yeah, I can use green shirt or I can just cast remedy, but it's not a bad plan. I still think I need a lot more tempering here on Shin. Like, one more turn of double temper if I can, help it, if I can survive that long. Well, we're getting some damage even just with Squatch. We'll still do one more round of temper buffing for Shin, though. Lost all resistance again, so instead... Ice and fire if we can get them back. Probably worth it. I'd like to get Rune cast one more time. I think we're probably close to evade cap. Well, then everyone gets put to sleep. Almagest, I don't even know what element that is. Might be non-elemental. It's pretty bad. Everyone's just sleeping on the job again. I mean, if I got lucky, I'd get mute touch on hit or something, right? The, what's really killing us is the, X for into sleep. It's just brutal. There's no way to protect against it. Like, honestly, regen is about as good as you can do, and that's not much. Well, let's see what we're hitting for. 700? Goodbye evade, and Kermit's dead. You need to sleep? How dare you? You must stay awake all night watching Blue play video games. I mean, we're hitting for 500 sometimes. Oops. The fact that Kermit went down is pretty bad, though. That was my white shirt caster. Oops. Ah, come on, Blue. What are you doing? Because they're out of order, you try to go fast and it just messes me up every time. And there's the next sleep. The sleep is brutal because I couldn't get anti-ice up. That just... I've said it before. Enemies with X4 style dispel is just... If there's no way for you to put your ribbons back on, we're lucky to still be alive, right? Like, our evade is going way down. I mean, you want to know how many hit points this thing has? I think the Cure 2 actually saved his life. We got him. Oh boy, that was nuts. There you go. Dead Archon Dragon. We got too much junk. I don't think we need a Coral Sword anymore. Alright. That was pretty dang close. Get out of there. Get alive. Get saved. Extra saved. More saved. Super saved. Alright. What does this thing do? This better be the best dang weapon we ever did see. Alright. Fancy Scepters. Archon Scepter. Lots of hit rate. Stun touch. Anti-dragon. Basically no crit. Damage is bad. Fire. Death status. Most people can equip it. Not the archer, but pretty much everybody else. Promoted everybody else. Why would you want to use this weapon? Is Stare the same as Star? Scar. Or is, no, this is a different spell. Let's see. This is this spell. Single target status. That doesn't seem very good. That's not Nuke. I wanted Nuke, man. Nuke's not even very good in this version. So, why would I equip that? 57, 112. 20 less damage for a lot of attacks, I guess, but no crit. That seems... What purpose does that weapon serve? Like, sure, on Kermit it'll probably do more damage. 33, 2 hits. Sure, he gets a whole bunch of attacks. I guess they have a chance to stun. Good game design? But when this is like the ultimate super boss weapon. You have to kill something stronger than chaos to get it. And I have to try to rationalize why I would even equip it ever. I think it's just for stunning. I think you get a lot of attacks and a chance to stun. So I guess you throw it on the Black Wizard and it just still does no damage, but you might get stun touch off of it. I'm pretty sure that's all it is. So... okay. I mean, hard to get excited over that, but... alright. There it is. Let's go try to kill Chaos. I mean, we do get paralyzes off of the whip we're using, right? The astral whip. And I always say I'm pretty happy when status attacks work for us, so maybe we'll just paralyze all the fiends on the way down. I mean, mostly it's just like, it's Final Fantasy 1, so where's my Masamune, right? Don't you just get one final weapon that's just good? You don't really in this ROM hack. So that's what's confusing me. I'm like, I just want my good weapon. I want my awesome sword that just does a ton of damage. Easy. We went over the gold cap. More than 65,535. Good thing they added that extra bit of data. Alright, now if we can't beat the Temple of Fiends Revisited at level 30, whatever, maybe nearly 40, boy, will this ROM hack need an awful lot of grinding. But I think level 37, we should be more than strong enough, right? It's not really debatable. A heal 7 robe? I mean, heal 2 at least. Maybe heal 3 would be good. The Dawn of Souls has something like that, right? Or a staff that does heal 3, I think. To be honest, the only really good item we found was that extra force shield. I think the extra arrows were okay, but not much better than Hydra. And then this is like debatable value. But the extra ribbon shield, that's pretty good. All the friends we made along the way, right? It's kind of like a stun hammer, yeah. We'll see it in practice. It's better just to restart. It's not that we couldn't win that fight, but like, just in principle, unrunnable super bosses that you have to fight to get through the Temple of Fiends Revisited, right? I'll take this, sure. Not seeing a lot of paralyzed touch yet. I mean, 6 hits on a black mage is pretty awesome, but... Alright, no Keeleys. Did you even hear me, game? Like... I'm pretty sure we could win this fight. I'm just like... I don't think this should exist in a random encounter. This is where I'm gonna get a bit cranky at the design of this hack. As the hours get late and I'm exhausted, I'm just trying to finish the dumb thing. It's just... I mean, yeah, this is your classic annoying... Yeah, the Spray Scepter... Where was that? That was the Massa chest, right? I mean, they could have just given you the Power Gauntlet like normal back in Water Shrine. They didn't have to wait for the end of the game. But yeah, that would be... If you don't have a green mage, that's the only way to improve your temper. Your my temper's ruined. But yeah, the only way to do extra damage to break enemies that have too much defense. Yeah, so like the ranger with criticals bypasses defense a bit, but if you have a ninja, they suck. They do not bypass criticals or defense very well. I mean, I say suck, you know, they're not, you know, they're not the worst. But in my other run, I had a ninja and a white mage, and we couldn't kill anything. And there was no way to buff up with temper, at least not early game. Getting some good not stunned effects. I still think the there's our first paralyzed scepter, but I think our fake Excalibur is still not as good as a real Excalibur. The Lazuli, I feel like typically a knight at level 37. Maybe this is similar. I don't know. I feel like a knight is better usually, but I don't know. It's late. I don't remember. I've been streaming for ages. It's all blending together. Start to get those paralyzes. That's what we want. We still got some good tunes, right? Always a fan of Magitech Research Facility. Okay. We're killing a lot of giants today. This is still way better than Keely's, so I can't complain too much. Against random enemies, 6 hits with chance to paralyze, pretty awesome. You remember the Final Fantasy Restored Romhack though? By the end game, they gave us a Vorpal that had Death Touch. You know, so if you want to impress BlueAnkylo, Paralyzed Touch, sure, that's pretty good, but you're not instantly killing and chopping off heads, you know. That's where it got really good. Every time it says paralyzed, that would just be a dead frost dragon if it was a Vorpal. A proper Vorpal. Although I've heard, according to the guide, enemies only have a 10% chance of breaking paralyze every turn. So if you can paralyze Chaos, like, practically game over. Yeah, Snicker Snack. Classic D&D moment. Old school D&D, not just extra damage on a crit. Actually, you're dead on a crit. I mean, FF1 was, you know, just D&D, but with new names. At least this Romhack didn't drastically reduce your chance to flee. Chaos Edition did the you can't escape from battle thing, where it reduces your run chance to garbage. Unless you have a ninja, I guess. Or not even a ninja, it's a rogue specifically in that one. Alright. We're cutting through stuff pretty quick. I have used a fair number of heal potions. Lich time. Do we respect the Lich? No, we don't respect the Lich. Hold A to win. I mean, you're always gonna get nuked. You can never avoid the nuke. And we use another half of our heal potions. You know, it's possible if I'd spammed the right spells, we could have got through it in one turn, but 2 turned kills with no black belt, you know, that's alright. Besides, you gotta get that proper FF1 Topher experience where you get nuked. Alright. I don't know how much I respect Carrie. Do I respect Carrie? I'll put a white shirt up. Maybe I'll throw Regen down. Well, we can't have Thor dying or we're kind of out of luck, so... We've got enough Regens for each boss, that's might as well. Not getting that paralyzed touch when I don't need it. I mean, we're barely doing damage here. Can't get him with the evade down. Well, at least it went down fairly quick, but certainly not an ideal encounter. Alright, hopefully we make it through without running out of heals. Unrunnable. I could spam ice, maybe. Just trying to reduce the damage we take a little bit is kind of what I'm thinking. Got the paralyze. Yeah, just finish him off. Okay, that's not too bad. Cutting through water's pretty quick. They're always a bit of a dangerous encounter, so... Hey man, if you were swimming through the ocean and the water coalesced into sentient creatures made of water that could move through the water and try to kill you, that sounds pretty terrifying to me. Just going for a swim, suddenly the water literally starts trying to kill you. Might be a bad day. Alright. Halfway through water floor. The water continues to attack. The water has no chill. Hey, got the stun. Alright. Well, depending on how the Kraken fight goes, we'll have some heal potions left, maybe. Definitely try not to get slapped. I mean, Squatch Meal's not going to die to a slap anyway, probably, so... Just attack, I guess. Getting the regen on early is still probably a good idea. This Kraken does a lot more magic than normal. Mostly I just don't want Thor to die. Could probably do haste now, but... Oops, wrong one. Well, you never know. He might have got the stun. Honestly, this is a very magic-y, Kraken-y. So regen plus evade is kind of the smart plan, I would think. Alright, let's get some killing on here. Get the killing going. I should do some physicals with Kermit just to see if we can stun bosses like that. I don't know. They have really high magic defense, so I assume the odds are pretty slim. Kraken should be dead. Yeah, good. Alright. The Rafiki stick, yeah. We're still going to be awfully low on heals going into Chaos, but that's fine. With no White Mage, what else can we do, right? It'd be nice to have some spares for the Chaos fight, but probably relying on regen a lot of the time. Alright. Put one ruse on Squatchameel just to take 2 hits instead of 4. Could have given the white shirt to someone else, I suppose. I don't know. So we need to kill Tiamat quickly because, Dispel, right? Last time we fought Tiamat, we actually died legitimately, so we can't let them go through their spell list. What did I do last time? Yeah, I'll try to rush this a little bit. Can't remember if I hasted them already. Whatever, make sure they're hasted. Might have been a waste. And I know I want to save some of these for Chaos, but Tiamat seems like a bit of a roadblock here. 400 damage is still not that much. $700 damage, that's a little better. Well, I mean, I'm saving everything for Chaos at this rate, but such as it is. There we go. We're probably a little bit over-leveled. It's fine. Still almost out of we went the wrong way. Wow. Come on, game. Blocking my route. That's scary. Alright. Point of no return. Alright. We haven't done any save states all the way here this run. So I think that was a pretty clean dive. Other than the first couple fails with the Keeleys. So, if I'd fought the Keeleys, we just might have ran out of healing potions, you know. Let's do this. Huh. Well, make sure Kermit gets this off before he dies. Crack kills no one. Tank it up. Regen it up. I'm not sure where Chaos went. He's hiding. Kind of makes me feel like there might be a phase 2, you know? Who's that Pokemon? Kind of got that feel. Let's give everyone a little bit more evade. Not sure how much we'll want to buff Shin up here, but at least a couple turns. Maybe we'll check how much damage we can do now. A little bit more invis couldn't hurt. I'm not keeping count, but maybe this is enough to be close to the cap for everybody. That's at least 3 shirts and 2 invises, so 4 shirts worth. 322 damage, and immediately dispelled. Of course, all the bosses have to have dispel. You can't have ribbons. Ribbons are illegal. God, I hate it. I hate it so much. Just stun him. 11 hits. Come on, we didn't get any stun. Should have gone with a dispel. You dispel me, I dispel you. According to my calculations, it should have something like a 50-50 chance on chaos. But that doesn't mean it actually does, because, you know, the game cheats. I don't know, we might just be relying on Squatchmeal and Shinga to just dodge this. Let's give them max evade. Kermit's gonna die to another AoE anyway, so. Probably. Okay. Who needs Dispel? It only works on us, it doesn't work on enemies. A couple rounds of runes, temper. Chaos goes down. Easier than a Archon Dragon, probably. I'm still not a fan of the Dispel. It just doesn't feel right. Maybe if it was single target, then I wouldn't be too annoyed. Certainly if we had a wall spell, it would be better. But that's that. I think, other than putting some patches on it and trying out the new classes, I think that's it. So, Final Fantasy, Manall's Final Fantasy. What do I think? Oh, it's pretty good. It's got a lot of really nice quality of life features. You know, the guide that comes with it is top notch. The out of the box stuff that will help you play along is very, very well done, I would say. It is supposed to be a higher difficulty than Vanilla Patch, so that is true. Is it fun? Yes. I think some of the difficulty is still tuned a little bit too high. I think it would be a better ROM hack if certain parts of the difficulty weren't quite as brutal. It tended to be, you know, lots of elemental AoE sweepers on enemies, unrunnables that can also buff up to high levels so you can't defeat them anyway, right? There's probably some party compositions that are just not gonna work. I think I picked maybe the strongest vanilla composition. The Archer's really good at breaking high absorb, and the Green Mage is the only buffer with temper. A little bit late game. Now, having a White Mage for heal 3 or cure 4 would have been nice, but I think this might have been the best comp. Arguably, anyway. And if you didn't have an Archer or a Green Mage, your ability to kill high defense enemies is just trivial. Again, I'm assuming this has been well tested, so probably there's lots of ways to beat it. It's fine. But my initial feel is that it's like a good ROM hack, balanced a little bit on the punishing side in certain situations. Most of the time it's fine, but every now and then it's like game over, go back to the beginning, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Random encounters that can just kill you before you get a turn. This happened a few times during the Let's Play. That kind of stuff, I'm generally thinking, yeah, I wish that didn't happen. But that's about it. Spoiler for people who want to play along. If you unlock the extra classes, there's a Blue Rose. Blue Roses get all levels early, but only 3 charges. And only 4, 5, 6 charges at super high levels. They can learn anything. Except life. They don't get whips, you get flowers. Flowers are the status effect weapon. And you get a blue robe. That's the blue rose. If you're really curious, give it a try. I don't think I will right now, but maybe later one day. Also, you can have a cattail. This is a bard. I don't know why you'd want a bard. It's high agility. It's weaker than the archer. It's sort of an evader. But sucks. Uses bracelets. That's not good. Instead of arrows, you get harps. That's not good. Harps get criticals. Sure. They're less reliable. Let's have a quick look at them up here. So blue roses get... Well, they look like... Actually, 3 hit per level is really high. This is the highest in this Romhack. So their number of attacks is really good. Strength, I mean, depends on their growths. And M defense per level, that's really high for Blue Rose as well. So it's like a green mage, but it gets more attacks. And then your bard also kind of looks like a furry. It's like maybe the worst kind of bard. Only 1 hit per level, that's terrible. That's trash. And average M defense, bad starting M defense. Evade, yay, your favorite. That's that. I guess you can have a quick sneak peek at their weapons if you're curious. I'm sure we've sped by them, but flowers never add damage. They only add hit rate and a fair amount. And you've got confuse, stun, poison, confuse, stun, poison, silence. And a variety of elements. Seems kind of weak to me, but, you know, maybe there's a way to make these guys work. And then for harps, pretty low damage. Like half as much as a sword, give or take. Half as much as an arrow, give or take. About as good as a whip. And hit rate, yeah, about, you know, whip level hits. Pretty high crit rates, maybe the highest. Yeah, even higher than arrows. So bards get fewer, weaker attacks that have higher crit chance. Not sure about that. They do have statuses. So stun, silence, confuse, mute, poison. They're good against some enemies. You know, you get free sleep, free harm, free sleep too. Might be worth it. If you want to go for the blue, you get a totally blue robe that's better than a green robe. 100% better. Absolutely the superior robe. Anyway, I think that's about it. I think I gave this a pretty thorough review and playthrough. I hope I didn't miss anything super obvious. You know, there's secrets. I think I found, hopefully, the main ones. Overall, obviously I do recommend it. But the caveat, of course, is be prepared for some pain. Maybe just... This is BlueAnkylo giving you permission to throw down some save states every floor of the dungeon before you try a boss. Don't feel too bad about it. You know, don't... Unless you're really interested in Iron Man. Just play it all a little bit on the hack's a little bit difficult, so feel free to cheat a little bit too, you know, don't feel too bad. That's what I would say. Just a little save scumming, you know, don't go crazy. It's, you know, you can overdo it. If you do too much save scumming, it takes away all the challenge, but a little bit might be helpful. Anyway, future tubers, that's all for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the ROM hack. I've done 2 ROM hacks in a row. If I find another one, I might do it, but I might be about done with ROM hacks for a little while. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure there's more. Maybe I should try like one of those total conversion ROM hacks that has a brand new overworld and a new story and stuff. Totally different, not just the vanilla plus experience. We'll see. See you guys next time.